So, what are you okay, yeah, you already said that you have to figure out what you wanna study. Um, we're talking about, arts at some point when we were talking about this,
Oh, yeah.
that you wanna study art or something like that. How do you feel about the fact that, art classes and art educations in general, are not that there aren't so many jobs within those fields? Is
I
that
guess for
something?
art mhm.
Yeah,
I guess for art, I specifically was referring to more, like, music production, but I think I'm kinda apprehensive about getting, I guess, paying for school for that because firstly, like you said, there aren't that many jobs, and even though, like, music production or audio engineering is a little bit more specific, you're not really guaranteed a job the same way you are when you take, like, a STEM course, like, get a STEM degree, like learning about
Right.
physics or math or, I don't know, programming,
Computer science, yeah.
computer science, yeah. But I I guess in an ideal world, I would just devote myself to that entirely, but, um, it's probably not the most realistic thing unless I somehow I
Yeah,
don't know.
me too. I would
Yeah.
rather do something, about something in the arts fields or, humanitarian stuff.
Right, yeah.
Uh, but I've been looking at the reality of things so many years now, and
Mhm.
it's just not a good option, you know? It's
Mhm.
just not a good option. There's not a lot of jobs. It's just
Yeah.
not worth it for me. That's why I'm looking into other stuff, and
Mhm.
I am interested in how the universe works. My fucking throat!
Oh, damn, man.
It's because I eat nuts. My voice becomes cracky.
Oh, like
It's
horse from,
not
like,
it's
the
yeah, it's
damn.
not because I have, allergic to nuts. That's not it. It's something else. Anyways,
Yeah. Mhm.
um, what was I talking about?
That you were interested in, like, how like, the nature of reality, the universe or something?
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
am interested in the nature of reality, how everything works, the origin of the universe, all those crazy stuff, but I'm actually interested in that. So I thought to myself, okay, physics is a good way to go then,
True.
because if you do physics and math, then also you have great potentiality within the fields of engineering and so on.
Mhm. True, yeah. I feel like, yeah, math and physics are probably, yeah, I guess the 2 most important things because, well, I guess math specifically because
Yeah,
pretty
math.
much everything can be explained by math or, um, I guess,
I think
I don't
more
know.
chemistry is more important than physics, actually.
Oh,
Chemistry,
for engineering.
yeah,
True, true. Yeah, I
chemistry
guess
and
mhm.
data science.
True, true. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with, engineering, but, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I guess a lot of stuff we do
Mm.
nowadays, a lot of research is more, like, about different compounds. Um, I don't know, I'm just talking out of my ass at this point. I have no idea, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
There's
yeah,
not a
it's
big industry out there in physics. Like,
mhm.
but if you talk
Well, it's
about
just, like
chemistry, there's a lot
true.
within, chemistry. There's hospitals, there's, environmental, climate change and medicine. It's all that.
Yeah. What is
I guess,
physics good for? Like, building a catapult? I'm I'm
yeah,
just
I
kidding.
guess the industry, like, construction industry is good for
Oh, okay, yeah,
physics.
true. Yeah, construction is probably like the best or like the biggest application that I can think of for physics. Maybe quantum
Yeah,
physics, but that's kind of like research at that point.
yeah. To be honest, I'm really not all that interested in practical physics. Applied
True.
physics, I'm more interested in theoretical physics,
Oh, okay.
quantum mechanics, and all this. How do we explain the world,
Right.
worldviews, and so on. But there's no jobs within that. I can't sit
True.
around on a table, on a chair at a table and talk about how the world works. I'm not gonna make any money out of that. So
Mhm.
I would have to study
Yeah.
physics to do some sort of engineering stuff.
True. Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem as interesting as yeah, because like all the quantum physics stuff is basically trying to find out how reality works, which is what you said you were interested in, versus
Yeah.
practical physics is yeah.
'Cause I myself, I have a very strange worldview. I'm a great
Okay.
believer in that we live in a simulation.
Okay, yeah. I think it's possible. Like, um,
Yeah,
I'm I'm just more the type of person who's like open-minded to everything. So I mean, I
right.
could I could see that being true. Yeah, and
Yeah, right. Um, I think Elon Musk is on that path as well. He's saying
yeah,
that we
I
live in a simulation.
yeah, I heard him mentioning that on the Joe Rogan podcast. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Does he actually think that we live in a simulation? I think he said that at some point
yeah,
somewhere.
I think yeah, he said that exactly. Yeah, that it's
Yeah,
more than likely that we're living in one.
exactly.
Yeah, I
He
mean, it
talks in
makes
those
sense. Like,
terms.
yeah, there's like all these arbitrary rules and whatever mechanics that govern how reality functions. So almost like
Mhm.
they're almost like I guess the same exact like rules that we put in video games in like a game engine, for example.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that makes any sense, but um,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, like for example, why does gravity exist where two things of I guess mass attract each other, and the greater the mass, like the more the attraction is like that could very well be easily coded into a video game or
Yeah,
a
exactly.
simulation. So who
It's
knows?
like
Yeah.
it's predetermined predetermined conditions, initial conditions. It's like it's
Right.
not necessarily created, but it's
Yeah.
pre-made initial conditions, and that is basically what a simulation is. But
True.
I
True.
think I look at it this way: we live in a simulation is very likely, but the word simulation is just a metaphor to describe the universe. It's not necessarily, a simulation in the way that we think a simulation is. It's just a good word to use to describe.
True. That I guess that people are most capable of understanding. Like maybe it's
Exactly.
completely beyond our comprehension as I don't know, three-dimensional beings. Like who knows how
Mm.
things actually work
Mm.
beyond anything. I don't know.
Yes.
But
So if you think about, what you want to study, what is it? Spontaneously. What is it that you wanna? Are you leaning towards any specific field?
um I want a field that will pay me the most with the least amount of time or effort. So it wouldn't have to be just like a university degree. It could be like a license or something. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How do you go about getting a license in United States?
Oh,
There are educations. You have to go through an education to get that, right?
yeah. You would still need an education, but it's for a lot of them, it's shorter than the standard 4-year degree that you would get, like in a bachelor's, for
Yeah.
example. And it's also probably a lot more practical and hands-on. So you could probably like get a job right after
Right.
school versus having to go to grad school or taking additional, um, getting additional education or internship. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah. How about you?
Like becoming a technician of some sort or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, I guess. Or I don't really know. Like,
Very practical, using your hands and everything.
yeah, or even things like, I don't know, cybersecurity. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
Stuff like
those.
that.
We have those as well. It's a year
A year,
education or
true.
2 years,
True.
and
That
then you can
sounds pretty
work
ideal.
with, yeah, cybersecurity, programming, and data mining, and all those kinds of things.
Mhm. If anything, those skills are only gonna get more and more important with, time, so seems like a pretty smart choice, actually, now that I
Yeah,
think about it.
maybe I'll just walk down that path as well.
True.
Because it doesn't sound too attractive to do 4 years, you know?
Yeah. 4 years is a long time
Yeah,
compared to, like,
4 years.
2 or 1. Yeah.
And it's not like you sit down 2 hours a day. No, you have to read, 10 hours a day
Right. Yeah.
to become an engineer, so
True. I remember
but,
back when I was
um
in school, a lot of, I guess, the people who I knew were engineers were always complaining about the coursework. Like, it's just nonstop, reading or doing, like, math problems, basically,
yeah,
like, 24/7, so
I have no idea if I'm up to that.
mm, well, it does pay pretty well, I guess, but, it's hard to say. Yeah, it's a lot, though.
Yeah. I'm only interested in the physics parts anyway.
True.
But if I pick, 2 years computer stuff to get,
Yeah.
certification, then I guess it's, a lot of math and physics involved in that too, so I get the physics part in that as well,
Mhm. Yeah, possibly, yeah. I'm not
possibly.
ex too sure what, I'm not too sure what, is involved in, cybersecurity, but yeah, probably a lot of math for sure. Coding, I guess. You probably have to learn that too. And you could
Mhm.
probably, with the extra time you get from like the 2 years that you save, you could probably just spend that learning physics as a hobby or something,
Yeah,
learning it by yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.